Welcome back to the End of Days Chronicles channel, where we bring you the most recent updates and insightful analysis. The condition of the Kaaba is in an extremely dire state, with significant damage and destruction. The city has been completely submerged, resulting in extensive devastation and destruction. When natural disasters occur, such as hurricanes, storms, floods, or earthquakes, many people often contemplate whether they are a form of divine punishment. Our collective guilt for our actions against our Creator makes it easy to interpret these natural disasters as signs of retribution. Our societies have become so sinful that it raises doubts whether God is responsible for what is being described as the most severe hurricane in history. This is evident in the recent catastrophic storm in Mecca, which caused significant damage to the holiest city in Islam. As a result, there are inquiries and uncertainties about the true nature of this disaster. Is it purely a natural occurrence, or does it carry a message from God? Muslims are earnestly seeking accurate answers to these questions to ensure the safety of their community. In today's video, we will thoroughly analyze and uncover the truth behind these inquiries. But before we delve into that, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss any intriguing revelations. Mecca, the revered sacred city for Muslims worldwide, witnessed a shocking incident. Flash floods, thunderstorms, and extensive flooding struck the city, coinciding with the arrival of Umrah pilgrims. The storm resulted in numerous heart-wrenching scenes in Mecca. Muslims faced the challenge of finding shelter, with homes submerged in water and cars resembling debris floating in the river. The impact of the storm extended to the Grand Mosque of Mecca, a significant pilgrimage site. As pilgrims attempted to perform the ritual of circumambulating the Kaaba, the iconic black cube towards which all Muslims pray, a bolt of lightning struck the Fairmont Mecca Clock Royal Tower Hotel, illuminating the night sky. This incident raised questions about why this specific building was targeted instead of another location. In response, citizens took to social media platforms, sharing videos that depicted cars being swept away by powerful currents of water. The streets were flooded with rainwater, indicating that the sewage system was nearing its maximum capacity. The storm unleashed fierce gale force winds, surpassing speeds of 80 km/h. These conditions brought back memories of a devastating storm in 2015, which had tragic consequences when a crane collapsed at the Grand Mosque, resulting in the loss of over 100 lives and leaving hundreds more injured. A spokesperson from the National Center for Meteorology referred to the immense storm in 2015, which was responsible for this catastrophic accident. At that time, the city was preparing for the Hajj pilgrimage. The collapse of the crane is recognized as the deadliest incident of its kind in history. A severe storm caused a massive crane to topple, crashing into the Grand Mosque of Mecca. Saudi officials reported that over 100 individuals lost their lives as worshippers gathered for their weekly prayers just days before the annual Muslim Hajj pilgrimage. The incident occurred due to heavy rainfall and strong winds. The wreckage of the red and white crane could be seen on the mosque floor, while several other cranes loomed over the scene. Images of the incident showed bodies scattered across a courtyard where the upper part of the crane, appearing bent or broken, had collided with the multi-story structure. Despite the unfavorable weather conditions, the Hajj pilgrimage proceeded as scheduled that year. This pilgrimage attracts Muslims from around the world to the sacred city of Mecca in Saudi Arabia, where they retrace the footsteps of the Prophet Muhammad and reenact the journeys of Ibrahim and Ismail. According to the Quran, Ibrahim was tested when he was asked to sacrifice his son Ismail, but God intervened at the last moment. It is believed that Ibrahim and Ismail built the Kaaba together. While Muslims do not worship the Kaaba itself, they consider it their most sacred site and a powerful symbol of unity, regardless of their geographical location. Muslims have a religious obligation to face the Kaaba during their daily prayers. Despite times of warfare, plagues, and uncertainties, the Hajj pilgrimage has been observed annually. However, in that same year, another tragic incident unfolded. During the Hajj pilgrimage, shortly after 9:00 a.m., a horrific accident occurred near the sacred city of Mecca in Saudi Arabia, making it the deadliest disaster in the extensive history of Hajj. The exact number of casualties remains a subject of debate, but it is estimated that over 2,400 pedestrians were trampled and crushed to death in just 10 minutes. This incident is commonly referred to as a stampede, evoking images of frantic crowds and zealous devotees. However, the reality was different. While there was indeed a large crowd, the devout individuals within it were unable to escape or move swiftly, leading to the ensuing panic and the devastating loss of life. These successive disasters, both of unprecedented danger, have instilled deep concern among Muslims. The fact that they occurred in the same sacred location, which holds utmost significance in Islam, further intensifies apprehensions, providing an absolute answer as to whether these events are manifestations of God's will is challenging. However, these occurrences have led some to believe that God may be attempting to convey a specific message or issue a warning to Muslims. Looking at the recent storm, every sign and detail bears striking similarities to the storm of 2015. Hence, legitimate concerns arise about an unpredictable future in the immediate term. If this is indeed a divine message, it would undoubtedly serve as a cautionary signal against wrongdoing. The damage inflicted upon the holy city of Mecca is extensive, and restoring it to its former state will require significant time and effort. Additionally, there are concerns about the safety of the holiest site in Islam, the Kaaba. There is a possibility that it may be vulnerable to further catastrophic events sent by God. In response to the disaster, the Saudi Arabian authorities have implemented measures to enhance safety protocols and prevent the recurrence of such incidents. The government has issued guidelines to address the aftermath of the disaster, aiming to facilitate a swift recovery of Mecca from this extraordinary storm of the century. Furthermore, Mecca is fortunate to receive support from numerous countries worldwide, as well as the prayers of Muslims. As mentioned in the Bible, the one true God is the supreme, self-existing creator of the universe. He is a spiritual, eternal, and personal being who governs the cosmos and acts according to his own will. He possesses the authority to discipline nations and individuals, should he choose to do so, in response to transgressions, abominations, or forbidden practices. In our present-day world, where certain behaviors once considered immoral are now celebrated, it is understandable that some may question the existence, mercy, and love of God. However, who are we to question whether God has the right to express his disapproval of human depravity? The truth is that God allows us to go through various experiences in order to ultimately achieve a greater good. He may permit natural disasters to impact our lives, but he can also intervene when necessary. While God may use natural disasters as a means to discipline a nation or people, it does not mean that every terrible calamity we encounter is a direct punishment from him. Instances from the Bible demonstrate occasions where God deliberately chose to punish people for their sins, such as the flood during Noah's time and the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. In those scenarios, God had valid reasons for sending those natural disasters. In some cases, the hurricanes, earthquakes, floods, and acts of terrorism that we witness today could be the consequences of our own sinful actions. Eventually, we will come to recognize that everything God does serves a purpose. He bestows blessings upon us but can also discipline us in his own way. The truth is that he has the authority to do so if he desires, because he is God, the creator of all things. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in future updated videos. Amen.